Good day, guys. For the one seeing this not live, yeah, I'm just gonna make it slow today. Let's see where we start. Yeah, I recently just got the Ziigaat Lush. Thank you so much, Ziigaat. I've heard some of their sets. I've tried the Newell. And what was that? Jace. Australia, I think. Yeah, Australia. And let me see my graph if I have other Ziigats here. Yeah, just the three. I have three graphs here for Ziigat. The Lush, the Australia, and the Newell. And I know there are many models already. Let's see, how many medals do they have now? Let's go to their site and check what they have. Let's see. Our story. Okay, interesting. Is that... No, is that a Fuji? Probably not. Huh. Maybe Leica. I don't know. I think they started with the Newell. Okay, let's see here. I'm checking on like their whole product catalog. So they have the Lush, the Odyssey, Arcadia. Okay. Arete, Australia, of course, Cinco Tres, Nuo. Not a lot, actually. Okay. Toshinko. Oh, yeah, I know that. Sinyo. Oh, okay. Can you hear me, guys? People there. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm just checking here what other products Ziigaat has. Some of them are actually, pretty well received in the community. And the Lush is priced around $179. Hey there, Lara. Hi there. Oh, hello. Am I monkey? Nope. But probably we all are. Hey there, guys. I'm pretty sure just YouTube, you like, in the first few minutes when I go live, suddenly like there's a whole influx of people saying hi, and probably YouTube just randomly, suggests my video to you guys. But if you're not into IMs, this is not the live for you, okay? So yeah, this is an IM like first impression. I do this every Saturday. I'm so sorry. It's not me being annoying, it's just YouTube's algorithm, so because I know you're gonna leave anyway. You're gonna click on me, listen for the first few seconds, and leave. But anyway, hi. It happens, and like in the first, I don't know, first few minutes, and hopefully like my regular like viewers come here. I don't know, maybe they're busy too. Let me share this. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Right. Yeah, I know. It's an algorithm thing, so yep. Yep, see you guys. Where is that? Okay. So yeah, again, Ziigaat Lush, it's $179. And man, it is competing in my 121 to 250 price category. Thomas Jones taking long. About the Ziigaat Lush, yeah, I know. I'm so late to the party, but do I think it's good? It is good, but in a weird way. How do I explain it? Um, yeah, it's in a weird way. So when I first tried it, I was impressed by how expansive they are. I enjoyed it. And I think the JM-1 tuning, and even with the Lush, I think there may reviews might be a little bit divisive. Um, guess. Okay, you guess. I'm gonna give an I. I'm. Did you ask that before? If you guess my age, I'm gonna give you an IM. If you're in the U.S., I'm gonna ship you one. Take a guess. No kidding. I'm gonna send you one if you're in the U.S. Hey, what's up? 13. Sorry, man. I'm 37. Hey, AJ. Right. You got the Lush, AJ? It's weird. The JM-1 tuning is weird. It's not like really weird. It's just that why I'm tasting like cinnamon. Anyhow, so the Lush is like, um, so you listen to them and they're really good. The presentation, it's I don't know, like it can be neutral, but I'm thinking it's like warm balance or something. And opened, wow, okay. Um, so they're forward sounding, like in everything, because it looks like everything's pushed. Um, and so that's good, like you can blast your volumes up because like on graphs, they don't really have a lot of gain, around 2 to 5K. So there's a little bit of cut in there, especially in the 1.5K area. So vocals, especially female vocals, they're not as clear as they should be, or at least they're not as clear as I was used to hearing. Um, but then the whole surprise comes when you switch to your regular earphones. You kind of feel like, oh my god, like this is my earphones sound so correct sounding. Like I even listened to just it was just a cheap one. It was just what was it like? Okay, fine, clean or something. You just feel correctness again when you listen to not regular but a normal gain, like having that gain into the 3K earphones. You just feel a sense of correctness after listening to the Lush. That's why I felt it was weird. Okay, that was weird. So is the tuning on the Lush wrong? I'm not saying, because when you switch to the Lush again, it everything sounds expansive. But then again, when you listen to other earphones after that, you again feel that sense of correctness, if that makes sense. All right. It's not even safely true. Is it JM-21? Is it JM-1? JM-1, I'm sorry. Did I put JM-21 in there? Oh my god. Sounds like a download. Um, JM-1's too safe. It is very safe, and um how do I explain it? I just don't think it is the way to go. I just don't think it is the way to go. You don't really have a lot of gain, wherein of course, like you can black. There's no peaks, but like for example, listening to Mariah Carey, and when she belts, you're supposed to feel that energy. The JM-21 doesn't have that. It's just like dead. Does that sound neutral? I don't think so. I don't think so, because when engineers mastered tracks, some higher frequencies are supposed to feel that way. Because when you cut them, you're supposed to lose clarity, and I'm pretty sure they didn't do that. Um, so I'd say yeah, it's probably safely tuned. What are you listening to now, AJ? Like What's your daily routine? I saw your post like you're really liking the supernova. uh, I wish I can try the Asteria though. They said I was, I was gonna try it. I don't know how soon, but they said they're gonna add me in their list or something. But yeah, is my volume okay though? Ooh, probably it's fine. So yeah, it's the Lush is okay. Like it's like you can't really tell from like which one's which. I mean, yeah, at the here there's Lush marked Lush in there. I don't know. It's a good IM definitely, but because of how it's priced, 179, right? And um so here are the IEMs in my 121 to 250 price category. We have the Let's Sure S12 2024s. Man, that is the one to beat here. We have the Meyer Audio Slevo Mark II, Slevio or whatever, Slevo Mark II. Again, we have the Duno Falcon Ultra single DD set. We have the High Senior Mega 5P, which still I think it's still good, man. Like I still listen to it, and it has a character to it. There's Cadenza 4 in there. There's Chopin in there. There's the Dragonfly in there, the Juice Air Dragonfly. There's Nova. The Dyna Quattro is there. The Simgot EA 1000 is there. Man, like there's so many good sounding IMs in that price range, and I'm not really sure if I'm gonna put the Lush in there yet. No, it's not. Compared to the no, it's I don't know. It's no, I don't think it's even close. Let me see who has the EJ07 here. Not the M, right? Yeah. So I know Hobby Talk has the AJ07. I don't think they're kind of like, yeah. Yeah, this is interesting. No, it's probably not because the AJ07 has enough gain. So yeah. I mean, it's pretty safe. I'm not saying the Lush is bad. It's just it's really good sounding. But then again, you would notice it like you try this AJ. So you listen to the Lush. They're really good, like very expansive and everything, like intimate but expansive at the same time. And when you go back to just try any IM that's like that you like, like probably like your top five IMs. You can listen to like the Supernova or like the AGO7, and you will feel a sense of correctness, which is weird. I'm like, that's strange. So I don't know if yeah, I know not the M variant. I didn't like the M variant. I don't know. Maybe I think you liked it. There's something about it. And maybe it was a fit issue though. Like I didn't the fit on it the nozzles on the M is also short, so I know it always breaks the seal for me. So yeah. It is really interesting. It almost felt like I remember now. Do you remember the Mest? Mest was really good, right? But Mest was really good, but you know what I mean? Like Mest was good, but it doesn't really reach to the point that you're gonna like it. Like you understand that it's good, but there's And then when you try, when you shift to differently, when you compare the mess to other IEMs, and suddenly like, oh my god, it's so clear, you know, because there's a big cut with the mess here also in the 2 to 3K area. Say my name for $100, Nilam. Okay, I'm gonna give you $100. Or are you gonna give me $100? You didn't say the ruler right. I don't know. AJ7 is my favorite set. Yep. AJ7, man, like it has your name in there. I mean, probably not the way to pronounce it, but EJ. Yay! Yay, Nalam! Yay! Give me. Oh, okay. I don't know how to. I don't know how to do that. No, I don't have any. Anyhow, so yeah, what are the sets that are, what are the sets that's interesting for you recently, AJ? Um, right. Exactly. It has your name in there. Oh, you know what? There's a Studio 4. A Winter Ultra? I think haven't we reviewed the Winter Ultra before? Is it the new one? I think. Oh, so you mean you've never heard the Winter Ultra yet? Yeah, it's an older model. Yeah, right. This was like long time ago, I guess. I don't know. I think I gave it away to someone. It was fine. Yeah, let me see. Just yeah, I do have it here. Winter Ultra. I grabbed it. It was okay. It was nicely. Yeah, it was fine. Um. Right. Oh man, I'm lost for words. Oh, how about the Defiant? What do you think about the Defiant? Have you heard the Defiant? The Jazir. It's for $100. It's fine for me, but that's what I thought too. And you know what? I mean, I don't like, like I know some people like it. It's $100, but I feel like the drivers are not really, like probably just cheap drivers. I can tell the drivers are, I know, like the timbre and the cymbals, they're too, I don't know, artificial sounding. Even if there aren't really a lot of peak, maybe there's a peak in there, and maybe it's the reason why. But uh, yeah, it's too safe. It's safely tuned. But man, like for $100, I don't know. I think you'll people are gonna be fine with clean. I mean, like even with the KZ, the Zenith. Yeah, I'd probably choose the Zenith over that though. I mean, I'm not like, you know, I'm not being punitive. But just saying, yeah, probably. But they have to cut corners, right? It's $100. It's an interchangeable connectors. Um, so yeah, it sound yeah, I know. I know, yeah, yeah. It's safely tuned. That's what I can say. I mean, it almost follows my target, but it's just that. Um, I know. It felt like it uses cheap drivers. I can tell. I don't know. Where was that? I was about to talk about something. Man, I forgot. What was that? Man. Oh, yeah, the Studio 2. There's a Studio 2. Um, Do you remember me talking about Chikyu Sekai? It's a 2D set. This was like 4 years ago. This was when I was in Japan. Yeah, there's this software uh, Studio 2. I think there are already graphs going on. Um, so I think it was long ago, like 3 or 4 years ago. I'm not sure if you remember this, but I was talking about a 2D set in Japan that sounded really really good. It is from a brand Chikyu Sekai, and Chikyu Sekai is the company that carries Moondrop, Soft Ears, and Dunu? I forgot, but I'm pretty sure they carry Moondrop and Soft Ears. Um, and then, when I got the news to Studio 2, like, okay, that's interesting. Two driver setup. And I'm like, oh my god, like, yeah. And then I checked the driver, like, this graph looks so familiar. Um, yeah, and then it resembled that one. It resembled the Chikyu Sekai Cosmo 2, actually. So I'm not sure what they did with that, like, because again, like, vendors, they're closer than they sound to manufacturers. I don't know. Maybe they carry that DNA. It's from the base until 10K. Base until 10K, it's exactly the same graph. The only difference probably was I think the Chikyu Sekai it had, I think it has some past 10K peak for clarity that Studio 2 does not have that one. So, and then JT's reviewed. Um, oh wow, nice, nice. What's their latest set? Is it an EST? I'm I'm hyped I'm hyped about the new Apple. Take off the glass? No, man. Ha ha ha. Take off the glass. Crystals hybrid type. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Um I don't know. Can't. It's not that I'm shy, dude. This is the persona. Nilam, this is the persona that I'm creating, okay? It's the guy that wears glasses. So if I take my glasses off, I'm breaking my persona in social media. That's the trick. You need to have character in social media. House tour, yeah, sure. It's empty. We're practicing minimalist. Yeah, it's just except for my desk. My desk looks like this. All right. Lots of IMs there, some candles and stuff. Um, but yeah. Uh, yeah. Do you have children? Nope. It's a successor to the Okavango without the switches. Oh, that's interesting. Okavango. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Um, do you have I'm you have the Mega 5 ESTs, right? Aren't you like listening to the Mega 5 ESTs? A lot of people like that. um, Probably not quite, right? I mean, like, yeah, I understand why people like it, but at the same time, I've got some quirks about it. It's still on tour. Got some quirks about it. It's Yeah. Ding dong. What's up, man? Um, you recently what's some new IAMs for recently though? Oh, the tourist, the Hiddes tourist. Yeah, have you tried it? Like you have it? The magnesium driver or something? Is that really? I mean, like all the people are just I don't know, like they're saying good things about it though. MK12 tourists. Oh, this is okay. This is nicely tuned. This is nicely tuned. Oh, but it's a little bit. Why is that though? Like, let's see here. I'm pretty sure there's are like silver filter. Nope. Um, red filter. Oh, the red filter is probably okay. This is interesting. Oh, sorry about that, Nilan. Did you say go touch grass? Oh, sorry about that. I didn't. I did not notice that. Um, I'm so sorry. I'm just checking graphs in here. Let's see. Interesting. I don't know, but yeah, it looks like still unopened. Oh my god. Yeah, the red one. I don't know. Um, there's there's an interesting graph that I saw. Why is there like balance, treble, and bass? So the bass one, oh, okay. Huh, this is interesting. The red one. Okay. Oh, you live in Dubai. Oh, wish I could go there. Some of my friends are there. A lot of Filipinos there. Ian, does Ian have it? I don't think Ian has it. I mean, like Ian does not have squig, or does he? Nope, pineapple reese. Yeah, he doesn't have squig. Um, right. Really? No, he doesn't have squig. What's his I don't see it here. He has no, he posts I don't know. Really? I don't think he has one. I mean, he graphs IMs, but it's only on Rue. So, it's on Rue, I think. Um so I don't think he uploads that to Squig. Yes, he has an Afro graph, but you know, it's you cannot really search it on the Squig site. So, hopefully he does though. You just need to ask super reviews, um, and a little bit of coding. So yeah, all right. Yeah, he just doesn't. they really, they got pissed off, man. Like with, when was it? Like 3 years ago that I told them I'm gonna review the left and right. That was so funny. Man, I asked them nicely. I said like I can't review this. There's like a huge channel imbalance, and they said nope, it's okay. Like within company standards. No, I can't fool people. I can't. No, I can't possibly review this. I told them like I can't release my review on this. This is you gotta fix this. You gotta send me a new one, or I don't review. But they said nope. That's you have to release your review because it's within company standards. I'm like, what? Yeah, I got unlucky with that one. And then when I told them off, they got angry. Yeah. Oh my god. Too bad. But it's okay. My pace right now, I think it's fine. I'm not too busy. I'm not too, you know. I've reached a point where I don't know, I just help people out, find their preferred signature. Um, yeah. So moving on to the Lush. The Lush is okay. Um, until now, it's like I don't know what to think about it really. It's good, but there's something about it that it's not right as well. I don't know. It's not even neutral. Okay, let's try. Okay, let's review reviewers now. Now let's check out the reviews on the Lush. I don't. Okay. Let's see. Ziigaat Lush. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Because uh, headphone show. He's a drummer, so I'm interested on
And with a new Toyota,
his
you can
take
go
on
from
this.
here all the way to here.
I don't really get it all with the Lush. I just get a little bit of like crunchiness instead.
To me, it's the treble. It's sort of like a sloppiness to the treble, or like indistinct, imprecise treble character that comes through with percussive hits. But I also just realized that like there's two reasons why we probably disagree on this product. One is we are literally hearing it differently because of inserts
Right.
depth, but also HRTF differences, right?
Sure.
Like, your brain is going to expect is different from mine because our ears are different. But also, we are scoring specifically for different things based on where our attention is focused. For me, it's on how good or bad percussive tones sound.
Yes.
And for you, I think it's how good or bad bass guitar and guitar tones sound.
Right.
I mean, I care a lot about drums too, but I think the fact that the kind of low treble isn't as boosted is probably a big difference maker there. Like, they sound a little bit crispy and sandy for me, but not crazily so.
When you say low treble, you mean like 4K?
I mean, like 5 to 8K, kind of, like 4 to 8K, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Or for
Really?
you, it isn't as boosted.
No, because my insert depth is actually like, I'm getting a length mode at around 7.5K, which is like higher than the 5128 measurements are.
Yeah, that's kind of where you would want it on this, based on that.
Yeah, it's quite a bit smoother for me than I think it is
Okay.
for you.
This is interesting.
But I think the takeaway here, the interesting thing, is we're able to kind of quantify the reasons why we like or don't like something, like
Right.
the areas where we're going to hear things differently. And
Yeah.
where I think this can go, where we can take this forward generally, is to recognize that these are some of the reasons why people may have differences of opinion on, the same product. And my Ziigaat
Let me do that again. I
don't
think
know. How do you actually say the brand name for this?
On the IEM to a lot of it's in a few spots.
because I
so
think listener
we
really
get
likes it.
a different take on it.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing, right? Like you sent me basically the measurements of this one and said, hey, maybe this is one. For me, I think this is where we do agree. The interesting thing about this trend that we see with the new presentation for
Okay.
low mids and ear gain is a good trend. It's just that it hasn't been done well.
Okay.
Yeah, it hasn't been done correctly for bass and treble. And that's where something like this is potentially interesting and exciting. But in my opinion, when I got this in and actually listened to it, this is like everything bad about new meta without any of the upsides. So what do I mean by that? It has all of the downsides of that kind of slower, softer kind of low frequency.
It is, yeah. I probably would agree with Resolve on this one. But I also understand why people like it. That's the thing. So I have to discount that too. I think there are published reviews on Head-Fi. I actually make a review on third. Is it for the Lush? Yeah.
Presentation, at least my unit does, and it also lacks any sort of sense of clarity.
That is exactly my thought. It lacks that clarity, man. Yeah. And I don't think it's the driver, it's really just the tuning of the Lush, man. It's really just the tuning of the Lush. Like when you cut that 1.5K area there, you just lose it. Plus the boosted 100 to 1K, man, it's. And I'd probably still prefer the Explorer over this one though. Let's see. Cause I don't know. The Explorer might feel a little bit darker. But the Explorer also has that kind of character to it that, yeah. Let's see what.
I don't think they'll take.
Let's see what Super Reviews had to say. I'm pretty sure he's a. I haven't seen the review, but let's see. Maybe he.
If you're still trying to figure out which of these new meta IEMs to get, well, this is a frequency response graph.
Comparison, EPZ 50, QERSK 4. Okay, there you go. Explorer. That's what I thought. He's gonna compare it with the Explorer. Here we go.
But this is the AFU Explorer, and it's actually quite a bit cheaper than these others at around 120,
Yep,
130 bucks.
yep, that's
it's
cheaper.
Also a hybrid set, which is part of why I bring it up. But the other reason I bring this in is because it's got kind of this warm
tonality
sound signature that's a little bit more in line with the Ziigaat, even
right.
though it doesn't have the mid-range tuning of these that they all kind of have in common. Nonetheless, I think that this ends up being, I think, a better analog and a better comparison, a better direct comparison. I guess depending on what frame of reference you're coming for. If you're looking for that warm, laid-back sound signature,
right.
I think that the Explorer is definitely something you should still consider.
That's what I thought.
Overall, I actually just prefer the Explorer. Partly, well, probably a large part of it is the fit and comfort.
Yeah, I mean, I probably still prefer the Explorer.
A little bit on the small side.
I mean, I ranked it an S. It's so far from my target. It's just warm, but I just knew a lot of people would like it, and it has that character to it that, that you just remember. Like, even if I gave it away, I feel sorry for myself for giving a lot of IEMs to other reviewers, but hey, I can't keep them all.
And you can see it's got a little bit of custom molding here in the back, and for my ears, this thing just fits pretty fantastic.
Exactly.
I also love the way it looks, so that goes a long way. But in terms of the sound, again, I think they do have some similarity in that they are laid back. And interestingly, on the graph, if you pull up the frequency response and squig link and just compare them directly.
Let's see, on Mark's squig. Where is Mark? Super Explorer. Okay, so I got the Explorer, and how about the Lush? Are they same on his end? Yeah, kind of like, yeah. Oh, okay, because you don't want your take to be kind of like smeared or something.
There. This is going to look a lot bassier than what you get here on the Ziigaat. But again, like I mentioned, this thing actually ends up sounding a little bit warmer and a little bit thicker and bassier than you might guess. And in direct comparison, I actually think they're really not very far apart in terms of their bassiness. And overall, I think the bass quality on the Explorer is a little bit tighter. And more importantly, I think the treble is just more consistent, more airy, a little bit more spritzy, which is, again, not something you're going to see necessarily in the frequency response graph. But listening to it, nonetheless, like every time I plug it in my ears, that's the impression I get. So overall, if I'm looking for that laid-back sound, I do prefer the Explorer. And then overall, if I'm looking for more...
Oh, hi Renato. I have a QRSK 4 and sometimes I think it's too soft, and I like warm and smooth sound, but it's too much for me. It is soft. It's just the way... I think I have to, yeah. Okay, so when you go to Squig and just check my target, just pull up my neutral target in there, and there's a not really considerable. It's like a decent amount of gain in there. Around it peaks around 2.5K for me, Now, the meta tuning, they cut the like 1K to 3K. They cut that area there, and it makes everything softer, and it's just less clear. Um, and it's good for people who are sensitive to treble because they can blast their volumes, but at the same time, again, I like when you listen to female vocals wherein they belt, like even with guitar screeches. Say for example, Incubus, mm, uh, what was that? No, 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 no. I just have to explain this. Just a Face. You know, Just a Face by Incubus, and in the how many minutes was that? Just I hope I don't get dinged with this. No, not this one here. I think like almost at the end part, like everything goes and like everything just grunges. And then like the guitar screeches and this part is very heavy. There, the screech in there, you're supposed to feel it. Like, you know, like they, like during the recording, I'm pretty sure they didn't cut the frequencies in there. But listening to like JM-1 tunings, it's just like, it's there. It's just there. Which is so interesting. I'm not saying it's bad, but I just feel like it shouldn't be presented like that. That's just my opinion. And I think I resonate with Mark in here. It has a reverb and resonance. It just doesn't have that energy. You know? That's why I prefer I prefer my target to have some peaks because I mean, I'm not a loud volume listener anyway. Like I don't need to blast my the thing about the JM-1 tuning, I don't know. I feel like it's going to like damage your ears or your hearing long term because you don't get the peak penalty. You know, like you can just listen to it like every frequency is so loud, you don't notice it because you don't get a peak. You know what I mean? I mean, it's fun sometimes, but I like to have some peaks so that it tells me like, oh, okay, you know, yeah, yeah, the intensity, and you get the intensity around, you know, like low treble area. So yeah, that's, you know. So to answer you, Renato, you like warm, smooth sounds, but it's I don't know. Have you tried the Explorer though? I actually didn't like the K4. I mean, it was too soft for me. And probably the only JM-1 tuning that I like so far is the Brain Dance. Because at least, I mean, I understand why with the Brain Dance they boost the treble, because probably if they don't, it's gonna end up really soft sounding with that, you know, with the gain and plus the bump on 100 to 1K area. So yeah, that's what I thought. Let's see.
It's kind of a more duller kind of presentation overall.
It is dull. It is dull. You just don't feel that it's dull. And this is what I told you, AJ. You may find it really interesting at first, you know, like you can enjoy it, but when you shift or when you go back to your normal IMs, you feel the correctness again. if that makes sense. I do think that the Lush has very good openness to it, should I say, or I don't know. Like it sounds wide and forward at the same time, which is interesting. Yep. Um, Probably the smoothest that I've like the Zenith, man. It's the Zenith is so smooth, like dead on smooth. I just wish they don't have that tuning, the tuning switches in there. I really like the Zenith. Yeah, it's like it's I don't know, like 95% my target, balanced target. Um. So yeah. So yeah, I think the JM-1 tuning still has a lot to a lot, you know, probably it needs more experiment or something, but yeah. That's what I thought. Do you have the Explorer, AJ? Have you heard the Explorer at all? Cause yeah, like it's you know my $61 to $120 category though. Like if I tell you $61 to $120, what comes in your mind that you would recommend to someone? $61 to $120. What would you recommend? Or for you guys who are listening here, okay, let's get a review here in my because if you look at my spreadsheet and then in the rec or top 10 tab, so I update that from time to time when I get new ranked sets. So I have sub $60 in there. Number one that I recommend would probably be the Zenith and the Clean. Wait, did I review something new there? Oh, I did review the Aurora. I think I need to put the Aurora here. It's not an S ranker, but the value is just good. Rose Salsa. I can't edit it. Why? Yeah, Rosalsa Aurora, it's $40. Value is good, but sound wise, probably Zenith, Clean. Tanya DSP is still there, man. I do think that Tanya DSP is really, really good. But for overall value, like sound to performance, I think the Clean takes along both of them actually, the Zenith and the Clean, because they can compete IEMs to until 200, I guess, just for the sound. It's I think I got the overall. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think I got the overall JM-1 thing. It's really just a tilt. It's really just a tilt. And one thing that is very common in them is that cut in 1K to 3K. There's a cut in there. Plus a boosted 100 to 1K area. So it really is a tilt. Now for me, I've done some was it like modding before. The JM-1 tuning sounds dampened, if that makes sense. It just sounds dampened. Whether it's too much filter dampening or foam dampening, but for me, the JM-1 tuning, it sounds dampened. I don't know what they did, but yeah. Ziigaat Q, $100. Yeah, okay. For me, it's probably the Kima 2. Hexa is still good though. EM6L, DX1. Yep, DX1. How much is the DX1? Why did I put in there? You haven't tried Explorer? You'll probably like it. Yeah, if you think the Kiwi Ears K4 is too soft and you like warm, yeah, the Apple Explorer might. Yeah. I know we have different ears, um I'm confident. I'm confident you'll like it. Let's see here. You have K4, and I like warm and smooth sounds, but it's too, yeah. I think you'd like the Explorer. Um, if you won't, you can unsubscribe. But I'm confident. But hey, we have different ears. I don't know. Just after listening to Mark's take on both, I don't know. It just gave me a little bit of confidence to recommend the Explorer more than the Lush actually, and the Explorer is much cheaper. Kima 2. Kima 2 is, yeah, I like the Kima 2. It's an S ranker for me as well. Perfect, I think. Um, yeah, it sounds so natural. The Kima 2 sounds so natural. And look at this. The Lush is in the 120 to 250 price category. There's Let's Sure S12 in there. There's the Sleeva in there. There's Falcon Ultra. There's Mega 5P. There's Cadenza 4. There's Chopin in there. There's Dragonfly, Nova, Dyna Quattro, EA1000. All the good stuff from the past 2 years until this year. This is a bloodbath. This area is a bloodbath. And I don't know if the Lush would fit in here. I don't think so. Oh, before, okay. Yeah, I know. You're a bright treble head. Um, the Apple one, the thing that I like about the Magic one is really the fact that it's a single BA. Um, Probably not its tonality. It's a little bit not really colored, but when I listen to it, and I'm reminded, oh my God, is this is only a single BA, and that what makes it for me like, like it just makes the overall experience better. I don't know, like it's strange. Like tonally, it's okay for me, and just um, but like I'm when I listen to something and there's this some like bass hits going on, I'm like, oh my God, this is a single BA. How is this doing it? So, and you know what? I know you're a treble head, but I'm surprised you like the AJ07. I really like the AJ07. It's not really that treble sparkly for me, probably because of the ESDs. Like everything is just sounds so natural with the AJ07, which surprised me why you like it. 'Cause I know you like treble. All right. So I'm thinking what I can compare with the okay, help me out here. Let's see, because I'm actually finalizing my not my video script, but how I would make my video of the Lush. So for comparisons, man, I wish I could try the EPZ P50 though. So Apple Explorer, that's for sure. Brain Dance. Brain Dance. The Brain Dance is only here. I mean, they're tonally different, but they're tonally inversely proportional, if that makes sense. So the Brain Dance is brighter, so if you don't like brighter signatures, then maybe the Lush is for you. What else can I compare it to? The K4, yeah, of course, why not? KA4. I like the Lush than the K4. Because at least it has a little bit of clarity. That's for sure. No, it is not my squig. KA4, let's see. And it's interesting to note though that when you check my graphs, the Lush, no, sorry. The KA4 actually, it looks like it's more extended. It looks like it has more treble. But for me, it's less clear. The clarity is just not there on the K4, and probably because of this very big bass in here. Yeah. It has to have a good balance, really. And for me, probably the bass is just too much. You cut the frequency at 1 to 3K. If you want it sounding balanced, you don't. This bass shelf here on the K4 works better with a normal gain, like 1K, like, like Harman gain or something, maybe. But this one here, cutting those frequencies in 1K to 3K and then having a bass shelf like, how many dB is this? Like, I don't know. It's gonna be very thick, and that's why the K4, it sounded a little bit, I don't know. It's not even muddy, it's just that it's soft. Yeah, probably that's the term for that. It's soft. Budget headphones for... I'm sorry, man. Like, headphones... I know. Costs? I like costs. I mean, they're cheap. They're less than $50. Cost Porta Pros. Not so into headphones now, but Cost Porta Pros. So do I have that K4? What else do I compare it to? Brain Dance. Oh, the Meyer Audio. Let's see. Slevo. Interesting. Yeah, it's actually close to Slevo. But not at the same. The Slevo, at least the Slevo has a peak at 2.5K. The Slevo sounds more detailed, actually. And I think they're in the same price range. Slevo Mark II. I ranked Slevo S, actually. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little bit... Yeah, around the same price range, right? Meyer Audio Slevo. Yeah, Slevo Mark II. Okay. Yep. The good thing about this kind of tuning, like the JM-1 tuning, is actually the it's strange because everything is a little bit forward, and they have good dimension in them. So it's almost like out of your head experience with this kind of tuning. So far for me, the Slevo Meyer Audio Slevo SL41 Mark II has done it the right way. Yeah, for the JM-1 tuning. I think because I ranked it S. Is it even here in my ranking? Yeah, I ranked it S, actually. And yeah, I mean, Corinne heard it. It's... And I'd pick the Slevo Mark II over the High Senior Mega 5 ESTs. Oh yeah, I mean, this is the way to go in this hobby, man. You really have to sell stuff. Like, if you know you're not gonna listen to it, dispose it immediately, because it's and that's the fun part of it, buying stuff, collecting stuff. I mean, if you have the cash, you can do that. But yeah, buying and selling, it's probably the best way to do it. Yeah. Sometimes you lose some, you gain some, but I think it's the smartest way to navigate this hobby. You can't just buy stuff and collect everything. You're not gonna listen to it anyway. Trust me. I have like, oh my god, 100 sets in here that I wish I had disposed. And like, I just give it away to people, like, if I meet people who are just beginning the hobby, I just, like, hey, you want earphones? I have a lot. And I ask them, like, do you want bassy or treble or blah blah, and then I give it away. But you're right. I mean, that should be like, if you're in this hobby, yeah, It's buying and selling is the way to go. Sometimes I can't really like I don't really sell sets only because I need a comparison review. So that's why. So even if I, like it's so tempting to sell sets really, but um like this is what I do and it's just better to not trust in my memory. I can't just compare it and trust in the memory, although at times I do just trust my memory on something. That's why I put rankings. That's why I score them so that even if I don't have the unit, I get to compare it with how I scored them, and at least it's not just memory. You know what I mean? I imprinted a score on a specific set so that I can compare it. Yeah. Of course, the best way still is to like A B them, comparison, A and B comparison, but that's just how it is. Some sets I just borrow from someone and like go on tour, and yeah. All right. Hey, Nins. It's been an hour now. So yeah, that's what I heard too. That's what I heard too. Yep. Nope. No selling. Exactly. I mean, I don't know why that's the case though. I mean, some people are doing it. Some reviewers are maybe doing it. I don't really. Um. In fact, I've given away a lot of earphones that I could have just sold, but um, yeah, that's the thing. And some units are, especially for example, what was that? The Let's Sure, they put demo in there. Like even my Studio 4 has demo in it, a demo unit. Right. Oh, are they banned? Oh, wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I just don't sell it because I need to do comparisons. Yeah. Um, and that's why my IMs keep piling up in here. Um, I don't know what I need to do with them. I'm thinking of doing a giveaway, but I'm also afraid on like because I know there are not really hackers, but there are exploiters there to like to win some of those. So I'm not sure. I need to research. Maybe I do a live lottery or something. But I need to ask the vendor if they're gonna cover the shipping. Um, because I mean, if it's in the U.S., I can probably shoulder the cost because it doesn't really cost much to ship from here. But if I'm sending like from other countries, I don't know how much it would cost me. So I need to ask the vendors if they are willing to cover the cost to ship a giveaway product. Then I'll do it. Probably mostly hi-fi go stuff. Um, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I can do some giveaways. I'm not as rich as HBB. He does giveaways, a lot of them. And he ships him. And he ships it to like anywhere. Yeah. But I don't know, like I've never seen maybe there are just really a lot of listeners out there, but I've never like seen a post on Facebook groups and saying like, thank you HBB, I received something, like I don't know, like the receivers and that. Like for example, okay, all right. For example, if I ship out, let's say, the Rosella Ultra, it's $40. You, it's better off buying that, you know. Well, of course, if it's a more expensive set, that is, you know, I've got some expensive sets here that I like the Defiant. I'm thinking of like I don't like it. It's probably better someone can, you know. I mean, if you can only cover like $30, but probably it's around $50 though, maybe. Here to the Philippines, it's probably around $50 shipping. Not a bad deal, you know. It's like buying the Defiant half the price. Yeah, that can work. So probably I only ship stuff more than $100, I guess. So that, you know, people, it's gonna feel like you're buying IEMs half the price if it's $100. I don't think this is gonna cost $100 to ship, right? That's just ridiculous. Probably at most it's gonna be around 50, 60. Yeah. I think I'm getting the Ziigaat headphones, but they haven't arrived yet. Or have, I don't know if they've shipped it. Right. For me, really the sweet spot is still maybe around like 250 to 499. Yeah, like, you know, like the AJ07, let's your S15s. I am not sure about the TRN though. I can reach out to them if they're still willing to send sets. I know. I think there was one that I really didn't review. I did, cause I'm like, I even put it in my, what's that, like in the most genuine way, right? I put in there, I review in the most genuine way. I don't script my videos, okay? And sometimes I get caught off with my emotions during that time, and if I don't like a set, when I tape myself, I'm gonna say that. And, you know, just, and so sometimes I really don't really like, I get the set, but I don't really make a review just out of respect, maybe, I don't know. But if it's too bad, it's like better, it's just better not, it helps the community. Well, it helps the community. But I tell them too, like, hey, this, I can't review this. It's, I'm gonna say bad things about the product or something. Yeah, it's, I know it's better to call them out as well, but I don't want to be a grumpy reviewer, you know. But I mean, TRN sets have been always like that, you know. They're really contrasty. It sounds like they've not really evolved their tuning philosophy. I think like KZ's taking over that now. They used to be like in the same level. I think for me, you know, like TRN and KZ, they used to be in the same level. It's just really just choosing what brand or like print you want in your IM. Is it TRN or KZ? It's gonna be the same anyway. But KZ has, you know, I think they've evolved. They've adjusted to like tuning needs. And I think TRN, they're stuck in that V-shaped tuning. Yeah, I didn't review any TRN sets. Maybe they're good fun though, like old school fun. let's see. I don't know what the new stuff now on TRN though. I do have the roast finch. I still think the roast finch really good. Is it the roast finch? No, no, it's not the roast finch. No, no, no. I think it's a KB ear. Roast finch. There's too many, man. Like these names, they're like Gundam model names, man. Like JM-1, Venus. It's so hard. CVJ, Tustura, and Tyrannus Company. Oh, okay. Tustura Major? Because there's... Is it Tustura Major? Because it's based in Japan. Yeah, there are a lot of Tustura in Japan. Tustura the miners, yeah, oh, okay. I thought it's Japanese. Or maybe it's Japanese exclusive market? Probably Japanese exclusive market. It's they're everywhere when I was in Japan, the two store. I thought it was a Japanese brand. And yeah, a lot of them. I didn't know that. Probably they're based on Japan. Like a lot of IMs, they really want to reach the Japanese market. It's like if it reaches the Japanese, because Japanese, they like warm signatures, and they're gonna sell like hotcakes. And the thing about Japan is this is how it's the culture there. It's really like a hit and miss with the tuning philosophy in Japan, because it's like there's really less and in between in the market in Japan. It's like winning a lottery for some reason. Say for example, this how it is. Like when you go to like an arcade or something, if a shop has like a long queue, Japanese are gonna try that out. You know, they don't need to know what it is. If it is long queue, that's just their personality. They like to try it. They don't want to try stuff that no one's ever going. Okay, so in the IM space, if that something is like sold out, they're gonna buy that. If that makes sense. No. It's like, so for example, Da Vinci, Timmy's tuning. It was so great. I mean, not tonally, but I think it matches the preference of Japanese. And so I think it was, I don't know, like maybe some stores got sold out, and and usually they put it in like their like how do I say that? Like an IM of the week or IM of the month or something. They display it there. And if it gets displayed there, it gets a spotlight, and that's what people are gonna buy. They're gonna buy that. Yeah, because they just trust how sellers put IMs in that spotlight. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Timmy earned a lot from Da Vinci. He sold, I don't know, 10,000 units, I guess. I don't know, and counting. And counting, yeah. No, I don't think they're focused on emphasis type. They like warmer signatures. Yeah, definitely they like warmer signatures. They're sensitive to treble for some. Yeah, a little bit sensitive to treble. But yeah, that's just how it is. So Tustora, where was I? Was it because of Tustora? Yeah. So I thought like, and then I thought like their tunings are really safe. That has boosted bass. So D major. Oop, that is two. Oh man, a lot of peaks was Tustora. so I guess that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I'm so sorry for wasting your time. If but I hope you had fun. That I'm gonna release my review on the Lush. It's not gonna be an S. Definitely, it's not gonna be an S. But it's something that I appreciate. You know, it's a change. Um, but you know, like it, I'd probably choose the Apple Explorer than this one here. But definitely, it's not a bad set. If you are sensitive to treble, um, Matsubara. I'm not sure if I've been to Matsubara, but Matsubara ってなんだっけ? It sounds like a city or something. I mean, I lived in Osaka and there's a city called Matsubara. But I think it's... No, I've never been there. Oh, okay, yeah, the last name. Oh, I didn't realize it's the guy that stay with me. Oh man, yeah, yeah, of course. Stay with me, I guess. Yep, 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 yeah. What about that? Yep. Yeah, I like that album too, actually. I have that. It's one, it's, is it in my test track? Yeah, I think it's in my test track because of how it is recorded. I think it was recorded analog. So cymbal strikes are more well defined in older tracks. For me, this is just for me. Like in older tracks, like cymbals and instruments are just more well defined. Not as clean, but almost sounds real because again, you know, the recording was more analog at that time, which made more sense. And so you would hear peaks, you know, like it would really, if an IM is peaky, it's gonna show you it's gonna be peaky with those older tracks. So I like them. I like them. There's a little bit of noise, but hey, like I like how instruments sound in older tracks. So yeah, I actually listened to that. Um, all right. It's been a long live stream today. Thank you so much, guys. Stay tuned for my review on the Lush. I don't know what other sets I'm gonna receive, but thank you so much for your time. It's been fun keeping in touch with you guys. So thank you so much. Have a great day. Yep. Thanks, Nins. And see you around on Facebook or wherever, Discord. Bye.